Welcome dear students. This is the third video on practice problem for admission of partner. Today we will be solving sum number 3 on page number 162 of your government textbook. So let's read sum number 3. Question number 3. Vasu and Viraj share profit and losses in the ratio of 3:2. We will underline this ratio. This is our old ratio. Respectively, their balance sheet as on 31st March 2019 was as under. They have given us a balance sheet. We will not read the balance sheet. We will directly start with adjustment. They admit Hari into partnership on 1st April 2019, the term being that. That means they have admitted Hari as a new partner. Let's read adjustment number 1. He shall have to bring in 60,000 as his capital, which means the new partner is bringing capital for 1/4 share in future profit. Number 2. Value of goodwill of the firm is to be fixed at average profit for the last 3 years and the profits are given to us as under. They also say Hari is unable to bring the value of the goodwill in cash, which means the new partner is not bringing goodwill in the form of cash. It is decided to raise the goodwill in the books of account. So what is highlighting here is goodwill is raised. So students, the moment you see this, you quickly have to recall when goodwill is raised, how many journal entry do we have? Yes, so we have one journal entry when goodwill is raised. So that is what when we do our journal entry we will be doing. Next we move to adjustment number 3. Reserve for doubtful debts is to be created at rupees 1,500. So doubtful debts, which means we will mark star on debtors. So let us mark star on debtors. So for debtors, I'll mark a star. Adjustment number 4. Closing stock is valued at rupees 22,500. So I will mark star for stock. So for stock, I will mark a star. And finally, I have adjustment number 5. Plant and building is to be depreciated by 5%. So on the asset side, I'll mark star for plant and I will mark star for building. They have asked us to prepare profit and loss adjustment account, which is also called as revaluation account, capital account of the partners and balance sheet of the new firm. Students, as you know, along with ledger, we will also be solving journal entries. So let's begin solving sum number 3. We will begin with our step number 1, transferring stage. We will start from liability side. Sundry creditors, 45,000. There is no star, so I'll write it in the outer column. So on the liability side, I will leave around 4 to 5 lines first, and then I will write sundry creditors in the outer column 45,000. Next is general reserve 30,000. You know general reserve is our accumulated profits and losses. So this will be distributed to old partner in old ratio. So first let us do the calculation. So the old ratio which is given to us is 3:2. General reserve amount is equal to 30,000. Now this will be distributed to both the old partners. So into 3 upon 5. Now how did I get this 5? 3 plus 2. The total is 5. Let us do the calculation. 5 ones are 5. 5 6 are 30. So 6 3s are 18. And I'll also multiply it by 2. So 6 2s are 12,000. So general reserve will be distributed among the old partners. So general reserve will be written on PCA on the credit side. We will leave the first line for the balances. On the second line, I'll write by general reserve For Vasu we calculated 18,000 and for Viraj 12,000. Next is capital balance of Vasu and Viraj. So in capital account I will write down by balance brought down. Vasu is 1,08,000 and Viraj is 72,000. With this, students, we have completed liability side. We will now begin with the asset side. So we have cash at bank. So I have prepared the working note for bank account and for goodwill. So bank account on the debit side, I will write down to balance brought down 750 rupees. Next is sundry debtors. So on the asset side, I'll write sundry debtors, marker star, inner column 66,750. Next is stock, again I'll mark a star, 25,500 inner column. Next is investment, there is no star, outer column 36,000. Next is plant, I'll mark a star, inner column 90,000. Next is building, again I will mark a star, inner column 36,000. With this, students, we have completed step number 1, transferring. Students, we have completed step number 1, transfer stage. We have done the ledger posting. We will have to also do journal entry. So this will be our first journal entry for general reserve. So if you see partner account is credit, if partner is credit, general reserve account will be debit. So let us do this in our journal. So in journal entry, we will have the date 1st April 2019. Our first journal entry will be general reserve account debit to old partner. So I have to Vasu capital account to Viraj capital account. General reserve was 30,000 rupees. We distributed it. So Vasu was 18,000 and Viraj is 12,000. So write the narration, being general reserve distributed to old partner in old ratio. We will now begin with step number 2, adjustment. They admit Hari into the partnership, okay, on 1st April 2019. The following terms being that, number 1, he shall have to bring rupees 60,000 as his capital. So Hari is bringing 60,000 as his capital. So we will first recall our journal entry. So when the new partner brings in capital, our journal entry will be, the date will be common. We will write bank account debit to Hari capital account. And he bought 60,000 rupees. So I'll write 60,000 in the debit and on the credit side. Narration, I will write being capital brought in by new partner. Now keeping journal in our mind, let us do the ledger posting. So we'll keep journal entry in our mind, bank account debit. So bank account debit, we'll write the opposite name to Hari capital account, 60,000. Now do I have Hari capital account? Yes, I have capital account credit side. So on the credit side, I'll write the opposite name by bank account. And in Hari's column, I will write 60,000. Adjustment number 2. Value of goodwill of the firm is to be fixed at the average profit for the last 3 years, and the profits were given to us as under. So these are our profits. So let us do our calculation of goodwill. So we will first calculate goodwill according to average profit. So average profit formula is total profit minus total loss divided by number of years. But here students, they have only given us profits. So let us write only the amounts of profit. That is 48,000 plus 81,000 plus 73,500 divided by number of years. They have already given us 3 years. We can even calculate here 1, 2, 3. So divided by 3. Now I will add this 48,000 plus 81,000 plus 73,500 will give me 2,02,500, which I will divide it by 3. And the calculation is 67,500. They have not given us for how many years of purchases. So this is the value of goodwill. So our goodwill amount is equal to rupees 67,500. Okay, now according to the question, they have told us Hari is unable to bring the value of goodwill in cash, which means the new partner is not bringing goodwill in the form of cash. It is decided to raise the goodwill in the books of accounts. So the old partners decided that this goodwill amount will be raised. So if it is raised, we have already recalled how many journal entry do we have? Yes, we have only one journal entry. So let's write the journal entry first. So we will write the journal entry for goodwill. Our date will be common. Goodwill is raised. So journal entry will be goodwill account debit to old partners account, that is to Vasu capital account to Viraj capital account. We will just write the narration being goodwill raised. Now we have already calculated goodwill. The amount of goodwill is 67,500. Now this amount I have to distribute among both the partners. So let us do the calculation. So I will write 67,500 multiply by 3 divided by 5. Let's do the calculation. 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, 1 carry, 5 threes are 15, 2 carry, 5 fives are 25 and 2 0. So I have 13,500 multiply by 3. I'll get an amount of 40,500. Now again in the same manner, 13,500 multiply by 2. I'll get the answer 27,000. So this is the goodwill which will be distributed to old partners. So I will now write the amount in the journal entry. Vasu is 40,500 and for Viraj 27,000. Now students, keeping this journal entry in our mind, let us do the ledger posting. So keeping journal entry in our mind, our journal entry is goodwill account debit. So goodwill account debit. On the debit side, I'll write to Vasu capital account, to Viraj capital account. Amount is 40,500 and 27,000. Now do I have Vasu and Viraj capital account? Yes. So they are credit. So partners capital account credit side, I will write by goodwill account and write the amount in their respective column. Vasu 40,500 and Viraj 27,000. Adjustment number 3. Reserve for doubtful debts is to be created at 1,500. So let's do the first effect for RBD. So on the asset side I have debtors. I'll say less RBD 1,500. So 66,750 minus 1,500. I'll get a balance of 65,250. This is my first effect for RBD. Second effect will be in revaluation account debit side, because the value of our asset has decreased. So it's an expense for the business. On the debit side, I'll write to RBD account 1,500. Adjustment number 4. Closing stock is valued at 22,500. The moment the word valued is given, you know students, we write this amount in the outer column. So let's do the first effect. So stock is valued at 22,500. So if you see, the value of our stock was 25,500, but now the value is 22,500, which means there is a decrease in the value of stock. So I'll say less decrease. The amount is 3,000 rupees. So this is the first effect for decrease in the value of stock. Second effect will be in revaluation account debit side, because the value of your stock has decreased, which means it is an expense for the business. So revaluation account debit side, I'll write to stock account 3,000 rupees. Adjustment number 5, plant and building is to be depreciated by 5%. So let us do the depreciation. So for plant, they said less dep at the rate of 5%. 90,000, 5% will be 4,500. So 90,000 minus 4,500 will be 85,500. They have also told us depreciation on building, so we will do it together simultaneously at the rate of 5%. So 36,000, 5% will be 1,800. 36,000 minus 1,800 will give me 34,200. So this is the first effect for depreciation on plant and building. Second effect will be in revaluation account debit side. Why? Because the value of your asset has decreased. There was a depreciation. So it is an expense for the business. So on the debit side, I'll write to plant account 4,500, to building account 1,800. With this, students, we have completed all our adjustments. So since we have completed with the ledger posting, we can now do the journal entry. So the journal entry for revaluation will be, if you see revaluation account debit, to all these names we can write it together. Okay, we have no entry on revaluation account credit side, so there will be just one journal entry, revaluation account debit, to RBD account, to stock, to plant and to building. Let's write this in our journal. Our date will be same. We will just write the entry revaluation account debit to RBD account, to stock account, to plant account, to building account. So we have passed a combined entry. The amount for RBD was 1,500, stock is 3,000, plant 4,500 and building 1,800. So we can total all this amount. While totaling, we'll get an amount of 10,800, which will be revaluation account debit side. Write the narration being assets revalued. We are now ready to solve the last step, okay, that is closing the books of account. We will first close revaluation account. We have already done the total of debit side, so we will just double underline on both the side. Since you can see there is no balance on the credit, your bigger total is, when you add all this, you get a total of 10,800, which will be written on both the side. I'll write the same balance on top. because 10,800 minus 0 will give you 10,800. Now if you look at this, students, our expense is more than income. When expense is more than income, which means the business has suffered a loss. So I will write I'll write by loss on revaluation transferred to capital account. Now you know whether profit or loss, it has to be transferred only to old partners in old ratio. So we'll transfer it to Vasu's capital account and Viraj capital account. Their ratio will be 3:2. So let's do the calculation. So our loss amount was 10,800 multiplied by 3 divided by 5. So 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 ones are 5, 3 carry, 5 six are 30 and 0. So 2,160 multiplied by 3, I'll get a total of 6,480. Again I'll do 2,160 multiplied by 2. So I'll get the total of 4,320. So I'll write the total here, 6,480 and 4,320. Now this is on the credit side of revaluation. If it's on the credit side of revaluation, which means it will go on to the debit side of partner's capital account. So on the debit side of partner's capital account, I'll write to loss on revaluation. And we'll write the amount. Vasu 6,480, Viraj is 4,320. Now students, for this we will also have to pass our journal entry. Okay, revaluation is credit and partner is debit, which means my journal entry will be Vasu capital account debit, Viraj capital account debit to revaluation account. So let's write this in our journal. So our last journal entry will be calculation of revaluation. So I'll have the date which is common. My entry will be Vasu capital account debit, Viraj capital account debit to revaluation account. We calculated the amount. For Vasu it was 6,480, Viraj was 4,320. Total loss on revaluation was 10,800. Let's write the narration. Being loss on revaluation transferred to capital account. We will now close our partner's capital account. So we will double underline on both the side. If you look at your partner's capital account, our credit side total looks greater. So let us add first Vasu's capital. 1,08,000 plus 18,000 plus 40,500. I'll get a total of 1,66,500, which I'll write on both the side. 1,66,500. Now from the bigger total, I'll minus the smaller total. So 1,66,500 minus 6,480. I'll get 1,06,020 rupees. Now the same way I will total Viraj capital. So 72,000 plus 12,000 plus 27,000. I get a total of 1,11,000, which I'll write on both the side. 1,11,000. From 1,11,000, I'll minus 4,320. I get a balance of 1,06,680 rupees. Now again we'll calculate the total for the new partner, 60,000. So I'll write 60,000 on both the side. There's nothing to minus, so the same will be written as on top. This will be written as to balance carried down. Now, if this is on the debit side, it will go on to your credit side of balance sheet, which is nothing but your liability side. So, liability side, on the first line, I'll give the heading as capital account. Underline, write the names of the partner, Vasu, Viraj and Hari. Vasu is 1,60,020. Viraj is 1,06,680 and Hari is 60,000. Now before I tally the balance sheet, I will first close the working column. So let us first total our bank column. So the total is 60,000 plus 750 will give me 60,750, which I'll write on both the side. There's nothing to minus, so 60,750 is the balance. It is on the credit side. It will go on to the debit side, that is on the asset side. So on the asset side, I'll write down bank balance 60,750. Now I will close goodwill account. So when I close goodwill account, 40,500 plus 27,000, I get a total of 67,500, which I'll write on both the side. There's nothing to minus, so I'll write 67,500. Now again, this is on the credit side, so it will go on to the debit side, that is asset side. So on the asset side, I will write goodwill 67,500, and I can now total the liability side. We will now total liability side. So when I total liability side, I get a total of 3,71,700. Now in the same manner, I will total the asset side, and when I total the asset side, I get the same total as liability, that is 3,71,700. With this, students, we have tallied sum number 3, and I hope you have understood the sum.